Hi, it's Thomas Connemark. I'm a professional football throwing coach and I've been coaching clubs all around the world the last 20 years. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the best throw-in sequence you can have, no matter if you're a youth, amateur, or a professional team. I've been part of 14 titles in international football with clubs like Liverpool FC winning Champions League, the Premier League, and 5 other titles. Ajax, Flamengo, FC Midtjylland, Philadelphia Union, and Toulouse. I've been coaching a lot of teams who are punching above their weight, and it seems like Brentford, Brighton, Philadelphia Union, and Union from Belgium, who's now a top team. And I've been a part of a lot of promotions, but also great comebacks in leagues. But now we're going to the best throw-in sequence. First of all, what's really important is that we are reacting fast when we have a throw-in. I see some teams where it's only the fullback who goes after the ball, and that's a shame because in my teams, the nearest player is going after the ball fast. Of course, it could be the fullback, but it could also be a midfielder, central defender, a striker, or someone else. The advantage here is that the faster you get the ball, the less seconds the opponents have to organize their defense. So it might as well be any player who takes that throw in and give you that advantage around less reaction from the opponents too. When your player is reacting fast, then it's really important then that this player is scanning fast. So you can start to scan already when the ball goes out. So on your way to the ball, you have to look from side to side and see where are my teammates, but also where are the opponents, because that's also really important to see what is the opponent's defending pattern. But it's not only the player who goes after the ball who has to scan, it's also your teammates around the situation. It can be inside the pitch, down the pitch, or somewhere else. They also have to scan for good uh, areas to run into. So then you have to take a decision. Sometimes the right decision is to throw fast, either to get a fast, safe possession or to take a really good chance, for example, behind the opponent's defense. And remember again, you can't be offside on a throw in. If you decide to throw the ball fast, then you can say the sequence here is finished. And this can really often be a valuable tool to use. Some people say, oh, it's always great to throw the ball fast, but it's actually also one of the worst things you can do if you're throwing the ball fast into a high pressure zone. That is also what I'm coaching my teams in my sessions and drills is when to throw fast, but also when to have patience and wait. But let's say that you're not deciding to throw the ball fast here. Then if it's not the fullback who has the ball, then you can wait for the fullback and then give the fullback the ball. Then you have to have patience. And this is a little bit like yoga. So again, fast reaction, really, really fast, get the ball, scan everything, take a decision. If you don't throw, you have to take a deep breath. And then afterwards, the outfield players have to create space. You'll normally have 10, 12, 15 seconds to create space. And some of you out there might think, hey, the ref don't allow us to do that. No, they actually allow you to do that. The situation where they don't do that is where you have been taking the ball or getting the ball really slow and been dragging the time. Then when you finally come back with the ball to the line, then the referee doesn't have more patience and then you only get 3 seconds. But if you get the ball fast and show the ref that you want to create a good situation here, you'll at least have 10, 12, 15, sometimes even more seconds to create space. Here it's really important that the players are helping each other to create space in different ways. And again, I won't go deeply into that space creation here because that's also another video. But you can create space in 3 different ways. Either you can say bad space or no space. We don't want to have that. You can create individual space creation. That means if it's only one player who is maybe making a cut and then creating a little space there, and or you can do team space creation. That's the most dangerous because it's much harder to mark space from two, three, or four players creating that together. So again, you want to create space in different ways. And for me, it's really important that you're not only using one solution in each zone, and that's one of the biggest mistakes I see teams or set piece coaches do, that they are treating a throw in like a corner kick or free kick. Um, for me, throw ins, that's a half open situation. So you can use that in many, many different ways. So again, you want your teammates to create space, and then you have to take a decision. And it's really important for me to say that you can never be 100% sure. Of course, sometimes it's a really good option, you take it. Sometimes really bad option, don't take it. But you'll have some options in the gray area, like every other thing you have in football. And then, of course, you have to take a decision. And some actions in football are also, under pressure, or you have a duel. And so, but again, like I say, the better space, the better quality of space, the bigger chance of having success with this throw in sequence. But again, you have to take a decision. And of course, that's the thrower who takes that decision. And that's also a part of the training. We can't expect the thrower to take good decisions just by saying it. You have to do it in training. And one of the biggest mistakes that some teams are making is that they don't do throw ins in training, kick ins, or starting from the goalie. So we have to take a decision. What kind of decision can be great? Of course, that's depending on the opponent's defending patterns, all situations, the pressure, the timing, a lot of things, the space, of course, too. But you can say it's really about risk reward. So sometimes you have a low risk, but also low reward. It means it could be a return pass with a good distance, then you play out, um, and maybe back again to a central defender. That's low risk, low reward. But you can also have what I call a low risk, high reward. So it means, again, if you see, let's say, a run from your tenor behind the defense there, a really good, well timed run, and you have a throw in the middle of the pitch, you throw it behind the defense, and maybe it can give you a high reward. So it means that that could be a goal or a cross with a good situation, good chance. But even if you lose the duel there, or it's a goal kick because you throw too far, then it has been also low risk. So again, for me, it's also really important that the players learn to know what is low risk, low reward. So like a safe option, safe possession, or low risk, high reward. So we want to avoid high risk, low reward. So this is what happens if you're getting too close to the thrower, or you're throwing into a big bunch of player who has to take a duel, because then you have a big risk of losing the ball. So you have to learn that too. So all this throwing sequence, that's what I'm learning the players, the teams in different types of strategies. I'm learning um, teams or coaches and players that in different ways. The first thing I do is, like, I'm going on a 2-day inspirational visit to clubs all around the world. And again, I've been coaching 36 professional clubs slash federations or national teams. So what I do first on my 2-day inspirational visits is that, first of all, communication with the 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 team. It could be the head coach, the manager, the assistant coach, or analysis people, or something like that. And I'm having a meeting around the playing style, the formation, things like that. So I know a lot about the teams, what their weakness, what you want to achieve around the throw-ins. Then I'm been getting sent a game or two of the throw-ins, and then I do analysis. It means that I can see the strength and weaknesses of this team, and often the teams lack knowledge around the throw-ins. Also, if they already have a set piece coach, I'm coaching many teams where they already have a set piece coach, because they know a lot about corner kicks, free kicks, but not so much about um, throw-ins. So after that throw-in analysis, I know a lot, and then when I come to the club, I I'm always starting with a talk around throw-ins, and where I show the players also some of their team's own clips too. And then in the training, I also do normally 2 times 30 to 60 minutes of specific tailor-made throwing coaching to that team. Of course, I can coach longer than 60 minutes. That's no challenge at all. But normally I have, um, the teams can also do other things while I'm there. Normally, a lot of people think, oh, only do throwing coaching in the preseason. But hey, are you also only doing passes or goal scoring in preseason? No, you can do throwing coaching the whole season. So normally, if it's the European season, I'm coaching from July to April and even longer. So normally, I only have to have a full week of training. I will many traditional set piece coaching that's like Friday or Saturday, but actually my throwing coaching is normally on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I only need to have like a full week of coaching. I'm normally not coaching in a 2 game week for from a team, but normally coaching on a Monday, Tuesday, or a Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's one of the ways I can help clubs. The other ways is I have a throwing course, also online course. Already now, coaches from 30 countries have bought my throwing academy uh, um, online course. Here I'm learning the coaches to do that throwing drills, the knowledge step by step. It's a combination of the long, fast, and the clever throw-ins I'm coaching there. This is actually more tailor-made to youth and amateur coaches, and the visits is more for the professional teams there. So again, this has helped a lot of coaches around the world. Have been getting so much good feedback from the course, and already now I've been seeing coaches down to U12 buying this online course. But again, do you want to know more about my throwing coaching? You're welcome to go into thomasgronemark.com. I also, of course, are on all the social media, so you're welcome to send me a message there or here. I'm answering all the questions. But this was the video about the best throwing sequence. Have a great day. Bye bye.